y'all? My name is Omari the Rebel.
And I am the big pink motherfucking Pegasus.
And this is Tribechat, the long-form podcast about alternative sexuality of Nzuri Kabila or NK swingers from a black perspective. Mm-hmm. We make you think.
We make you laugh.
And we make you come. Recording
hard.
WTF Media Studios in Soho, New York City. And make sure you catch us every Monday and Saturday on FullSwapRadio.com. Mm-hmm. Now, I wanted to jump right in to introduce our guest, man. Thank you for being so patient with me. It's been a long time since I've seen you. Brother Heff is a sexual enhancement product specialist from Charlotte, North Carolina, which is where I met my wife. A strong believer and promoter of positive, honest, and healthy sexual relationships. King Heff is the creator of Pink Heff and Black Heff, a line of all-natural sexually stimulating supplement vitamins designed to help strengthen and improve the sex lives of both women and men.
Corny oil.
Unique in nature, the product line, which is comprised of the Pink Heff Vagina Vitamin for women and the Black Heff God Dick Pill for men, offers individual and organic option for intense, long-lasting, intimate pleasure. King Heff is also, as I know, a professional Domm who specializes in the sensual side of BDSM. I want to talk specifically about that. He educates men and women and couples at the Sexual Art of Impact Play seminar through his private sessions, as well as his seminars at the Exotica Expo. King Heff continuously uses his platform, the Heff Lifestyle, provides him education to others about the importance of self-truth, self-love, self-awareness, and sexual satisfaction. How you doing, my brother?
Oh, man, I'm amazing, sir. How are you?
Oh, I'm good, man. Thanks for joining us, man. You know, we finally got on. And before we get started, I usually get into our news segment. But first, before we got started, I wanted to thanks to all of the sexy black couples for coming out to summer playcation on the 26th and supporting Tribechat.
Absolutely, and Nzuri Kabila.
Want to give out a special thanks to adult novelty vendor Simply Intimate Bliss.
Mwah.
Yes, and Phoenix, who blessed me personally with her renowned nude erotic massage. Like, yo, as soon as you walked in, the first thing was a purple room with a beautiful, very melanated naked woman massaging it.
Very melanated.
Yes, it was great. I personally fucked in all 5 rooms over the house, even in the back porch. Early in the morning while the DJ was packing up. And also, before we move forward, for the first time, you can see the exclusive XXX rated footage from our event on our OnlyFans. So make sure that you subscribe.
Absolutely. Got brand new content.
Okay. Now, before we get into Noah and Heff, we're going to get into a segment, Habari Gani. Now, Habari Gani is the literal Swahili translation for the term beautiful tribe. Keeping with the cultural continuity of our brand, we begin with the Swahili term for what's the news? Okay, now for our first headline, I missed this story. Check this out. A journalist from a Danish radio recorded herself interviewing a man as they had sex, according to the Daily Mail UK. All right, so a Danish journalist who conducted an interview while having sex at a swingers club, bang, bang, bang for the lifestyle gang, for a radio feature which included clips of her moaning, has told her mom she thought it was funny, and her dad thought it was really cool. Her name is Louise Fishner. She's from Denmark, who has since revealed it wasn't the best sex of her life. Visited.
I can imagine it wasn't.
It was impromptu. She was.
Yeah, and go ahead.
In Swingland, Ishbag near Copenhagen earlier this year as the part of the report to cover the sex club reopening. We had to give this a shout out as a sex club ourselves after COVID-19 restrictions ease in the country. In this segment, which aired during Radio 4 morning show in the country in March and has since been shared on Twitter, the journalist, who is 26, can be heard moaning as she interviews a male club participant while the pair have sex. Speaking to Build about the reaction she's received since the raunchy report went viral, Louise said, most of them were very positive. They thought it was very brave and cool.
Is that a slight accent?
Others thought that I've crossed the line in journalism. Louise, who was recently confirmed her moaning, you hear her sex in the first sex scene, as she explained, while spent several hours in the club interviewing guests in the swinger club. The report lasted only minutes. I find this I had to mention. I find, she quotes, that people in the swingers club are much more polite to each other than are used to in normal bars and clubs.
Absolutely.
For example,
And
she
I
said,
agree.
in the swingers club, you don't have to explain anything or excuse anything. A simple no is enough.
It's enough.
All right. Also, I wanted to get into something very important. According to MSN.com, who reposted an article by Gizmodo, fact check. No, OnlyFans is not banning porn, okay? Exclusive, popular subscription-based platform OnlyFans is not planning on banning adult content on the site, Gizmodo Australia can confirm. Following the reports that OnlyFans is in talks to seek funding at a valuation for more than $1 billion, social media has been flooded with fears that the website will ban adult content. However, OnlyFans has confirmed to Gizmodo Australia that it is not banning adult content. OnlyFans will be an inclusive home for all creators, including adult
They
content.
about to fuck it up.
OnlyFans told Gizmodo, despite the fact that
They about to fuck it up.
OnlyFans has said absolutely nothing to indicate the move will ban adult content, which is their major income source for the platform.
Right.
The rumor has spread like wildfire. And also, teacher is also making $15,000 a month after quitting her career as a tutor on OnlyFans. Yes, her name is Eva Wild. She's 43 from Texas, and she initially worked on the site as a part-time gig, selling raunchy photos and videos while working as an educator. She said, I was timid in my early pictures. I didn't show my face. I was too worried who would recognize me, she said. And now she makes up to $15,000 a month, coaching 75 models how to promote themselves and gain subscribers. She needs to holler at us.
Hey, she sure does.
Yes, and for our last
Maybe we need to holler at her,
headline, now this viral Twitter thread from Zola, the Twitter story that inspired a movie set to release. Actually, it released just in June. Yes, Isaiah was the subject of a November 2015 Rolling Stone article. How was that? Did you see that movie?
Sexy name.
I didn't see it, but Weezy was talking about it. Weezy and Mandy were talking about it, and the tweets that were going.
They get the exclusive premiere. Fuck them.
But I'm very interested.
Now we love
That
you,
is
Weezy.
such a sexy name. It's so crazy. I use Zola as my altar in a story writing little exercise. But go ahead.
Well, to summarize the story, it
Such
was
a
actually
beautiful
about the journey. It was about sex trafficking, about two women's entertaining.
Trafficking?
Yes.
Okay.
And a trip from Detroit to Florida. Now, Zaya, she says that she admits that a lot of the details were embellished, but this is for
That's
the
art?
entertainment.
Yeah, that's the art form.
Also, like there was the tweet function that had threads. There was no thread function at the time, so she just had to reply to her own tweets. So what we also wanted to say is, we need to give a shout out to Isaiah for helping Twitter upgrade and introduce the thread function.
Hey.
Okay, so let's get into know our guest. Heff, so can you tell us about your sexual health supplements?
I created Black and Pink Health, the formula for both Black and Pink Health back in 2010. And when I was speaking to the master herbalist, who's brother-in-law, one of my good buddies in China, I told him that I wanted to come out with something for men, but I said, most importantly, I wanted to come out with something for women. And he was like, you want to come out with a pill for women? I said, yes. I said, and I was explaining to him, how important it is for, there's really nothing on the market for women. Now, this is back in 2010. There wasn't nothing for women out there.
Now,
Zero, right?
Your pill
Okay.
for women is a libido stimulant as well. I'm just want to make sure for those who are not aware.
Yes.
Okay.
It's a lot more than that, but
Okay.
definitely that. Hold on a second. Got it. Okay. It's been a labor of love. It's been something that I've been very passionate about over the last 11 years. in 10 years. So it's been amazing. I've heard some amazing things, especially with pink Heffs, because I can't make any medical claims with my product,
Right.
with anything with all natural products. But, there are women who I have three women customers who their doctors told them they could never get pregnant, ever. Right. And after the first time they took the pink Heff's vagina vitamin, all three of them have children. Right.
So your pink
Shooting all up in the
vagina
club.
vitamin is all reproductive wellness. So it's not just about a libido stimulant.
No, once again, it's the combination of herbs, and they're also now once again, I make no medical claims, but
Right.
women
Ain't asking
women
for no guarantees.
That's right. So women who are going through who have hysterectomies,
Mhm.
hysterectomies, right? Women who have all kind of other different issues, medical issues with their vagina, as well as when women have cramps during their monthly cycle.
Mhm.
Pink Heff actually eliminates cramps.
Nice.
And I actually put there's an actual video on my IGTV for Pink Heff, and Baby Kitty's actually speaking about her experience on Pink Heff. Actually, she trying them for doing that time and doing her flowering time. But it is an amazing product. The most important thing it does for women, it allows you all to be fully present mentally, right? Because sometimes you're there, but you're not fully there, right? Of course, it makes you wet and all that other stuff, all that good stuff, and it gives you this ravenous sexual desire. But the most important thing, it allows you to be fully present, for
Pay
pleasure.
attention.
So when you say fully present, you mean as far as clarity is concerned, or I just want everybody, for all of us to understand and be on the same page. Like clarity, or is this just we're going to stay focused in the sex? Like where's it going?
Both of them, right?
Okay.
Just like though that clothes is fitting on your body and you feel it's being present on your body.
Absolutely.
That's how present you are so you can fully experience what sex is supposed to be like.
Gotcha.
Right? Like you know what I mean? And women have experienced different kind of incredible orgasms, like not just clitoral orgasms, right? Just incredible, orgasms, maybe nipple orgasms, things like that. Women who haven't ever experienced those things ever in their life. So it's an amazing product. Pink Heff, don't get me wrong, Black Heff is the truth now. Now, Black Heff
You use the Black Heff too, right?
Hell yeah, it's my product. Yeah.
Exactly.
So yes,
I don't know what fucking on that. It was like I was talking about that shit with DV Passion.
Okay, yeah, and Black Heff, realistically, one of the herbs in Black Heff really helps heal and shrink a man's prostate.
That is so very, very important. And so many men, listen, I'm so glad that there's a Black man addressing that. And not that you're the only one, but I'm glad that more and more are addressing it, because for the most part, most men will just rely on their counterpart to go to the doctor, and if she good, he good. Never addressing the fact that you have your own stuff that needs to be, taken care of and examined, whether it's affected by sex or not. You have organs that need to be addressed, and prostate exams, while being probably very, very, very uncomfortable. And I say probably because I ain't never been no man, but probably very uncomfortable are a necessity after a certain age. So I'm glad that there is a Black man, just another one, opening up the conversation with respect to male reproductive health.
Heff, can you explain? All right, now you're a professional Domm, my brother. I want to ask you, can you explain the role for our viewers aftercare in play and why it is important? We usually hear extremely little about this component relative to what we hear about perhaps impact play or bondage. So can you tell us a little bit about aftercare and why that's important?
Well, aftercare is really one of the most important things you can do after any kind of play, right? Because it allows, because a lot of times when you're playing, whether you're submissive is a man, or whether they identify as a man or woman, or whatever they gender You know what I mean? Like they're in something called subspace, right? So when they're in subspace, you can't just leave them there, right? When they're you can't just leave them there and be like, I'm out. With some people, they just leave motherfuckers there, right? So with aftercare,
brings you back
out. It's there so you can like bring you back, like bring you back, hold you tight, right? Whether you want to give them a hug, whether their aftercare requirements are rubbing them, or their aftercare requirements, or just put a blanket over them and just sit with them, right, to make sure they're good, right? You know what I mean? But aftercare is so fucking key, right? And for me, aftercare for me is really like I use a lot of my things that I learned from Tantra. I use a lot of Tantra practice things that I've learned over the years in my BDSM practices, right? All throughout the whole session, I'm using those things. For me, it's healing and it's energy work, right? You're transferring energy, you're receiving.
Would you say it again? Would you say that shit again, please? Because people don't get it.
Yeah. So it's healing, right? So when I talk to people about private sessions, even when I'm doing something with someone on stage, right? It's about establishing things called trust, immediate trust, right? Understanding that, you know, that they're in a safe space and they're protected, right? And those are very key. Before all the choking and all that shit, you know, you have to establish a level of trust so that they're comfortable to know that if they fall back, you'll catch them, right? Because a lot of times when people see me on stage, or they see me on these videos, or they see me at Exotica and I'm doing something on somebody's daughter, right? And they're like, oh man, Heff, I could do that. I went home after that and I did this shit. I'm like, all right, that's cool. But
what about everything else?
Like, what about everything else? What about the stuff leading? What about the stuff leading up to that? Like what are your intentions? Like where are you as the person that's in the Domm world? Where are you at on your own, at your own heart and your own caring for yourself, right?
So let me just say this, and I'm glad you brought all of those things up, because people think that just because they can be extremely cruel, they're equipped to be a Domm. They don't understand that dominatrix, or just a dominant and a submissive role, is very, very intimate and very, very intricate. You have to, this person has to submit to you. Now, what you see on the outside may look like you're taking their submission, but in all actuality, you're actually earning it. And they give you the right to be their dominant. So these things are very, very important, because everybody cannot do it and everybody is not equipped to do it. And for a lot of times, and not people who are just on the outside looking in, think that domination is all about cruelty and physical abuse. Some Domms are just nurturing. They're just parental. They verbally lash you, you know, and punishment. Everything is not one thing. And this is why everybody is not equipped to do this. You need to be able to understand your subject. You know, I'm sure you understand, but so many people don't.
You know, that brings me to my next point. So I saw you in person at an erotic poetry event in Charlotte, North Carolina, called Sensual Erotic Expression, SEX. Sure. Yes, by my homie Israel the Poet. Now, you performed a demonstration called The Proper Way to Spank a Ass. Can you lend your expertise for our listeners and viewers on how to spank that ass professionally? F?
Well, I do something called booty tenderloin activation. Right?
Yay.
Booty tenderloin activation. That sounds complex.
So, well, it is, you know what I mean? That's clearly. I teach this. So there's a certain part of the ass, right? A certain part of the booty that is the tenderloin, right? And so like there's different regions of the ass that you can spank, and every time you spank them, right, they have different sounds, and there's different sensations that the submissive or the bottom experiences when you impact those different spots, right? But the booty tenderloin is a very sensitive area because it has a great, wonderful proximity of being near the anus and the vagina, right? And all those sensations are impacting that part. You don't have to hit it hard, right?
No,
you don't. It's just repeated and focus in that area. It will take them.
Is there a way you should hold your hand?
The vibration.
Sir, it is.
From the.
It is a certain way. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Wait, how should I hold my hand?
Oh my.
Well, I'm gonna properly spank the ass.
And are we using a hand?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I'm not now. You can use like a riding crop or something like that, but it's more effective when you use your hand, right? Because your hand is the most intimate thing that you can use versus, you have floggers and paddles and stuff like that. That's cool. Those extensions of your hands, but nothing is better than the power of your hand,
Absolutely.
right? Whether it's your left hand or your right hand. When with the left hand, you're receiving from them. The right hand you're projecting, right? So when you have that booty tenderloin and like this, like I would say it's not like this, right? It's not like that. It's almost you're holding your hand like this, right? And it's just repeated like this, right? This the sound it makes, just like this, right? And notice I'm not doing this, doing like this. So you're actually bringing it up like this.
He's a circular motion that he's moving right here. Hold on, what's she laughing about? Yo, when you said about the booty tenderloins, the engineer just started smiling as hell. So it's like, what you're saying is not bullshit.
I think it was the upward motion because we know what the fuck that's about. Like
you should
like
see her
to get
smile
your ass
like
slapped
this.
Upward. Love it.
All right, so Heff, does the Heff's lifestyle smokable get you high?
No, because so I'll put it this way. Because THC is not legal in the United States, on the federal level, right?
It's legal out here.
I get that, but on the federal level, on the federal level, everyone's jobs they can't,
right.
They can't use they can't sold it's CBD. So I use a sativa CBD strain, right? So me personally, I'm not really. I'm a THC smoker, right? I love THC.
Right.
But I don't like indica. I'm very.
Hello.
I'm very, you know what I mean? Like I'm very productive. I don't need to be stuck. And most people feel that.
High.
Most people feel that when you smoke, right? Most people, right? Especially a lot of black people. I'm supposed to keep it real, okay? A lot of black people, like, I got that loud, I got that gas, right? It's most likely indica because most people think that when they smoke, they got to be like...
They're supposed to be chill, just subdued and laid down.
Stuck, like... I'm too... Like, I like to laugh. I'm too productive.
I feel
that's why sativa is the best. So
what strain was she smoking in the Olympics? She was probably smoking that.
They did that.
I have no idea, sir. I don't really know. I just saw that.
I'm sure it was the sativa though, because she's a runner and she whooped their ass.
But
so
it just
sure depends. It was sativa.
I ain't smoked no weed that made me run faster yet, yo. Anybody smoke some weed that made you run faster?
Nah, it's not the weed that made her run fast. It's the weed that gave her focus. The focus made her run faster.
So can I mix the lifestyle smokables with weed?
I mean, if you want to open up the pre-roll and dump it out and then load it back in, it's up to you. Like now, if I was you, I would smoke the smokable, and then you can smoke your weed afterwards, right?
Okay.
Right. You could do that, but the thing is, it allows your body to relax, right? Like it allows your body to relax. But understand the four different herbs that both Pink and Black Heff shares are in that pre-roll, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, I've gotten some wonderful stories about, from people telling me what it does while they're smoking and after smoking. It is highly effective.
Well, what does it do for you since you're a connoisseur? It's your herb and your concoction. What are some of the effects it's had on you that you notice pre-use and post-use? What is the difference?
Well, it's just like taking the Black Heff God dick pill. It's all you're doing is smoking it, right? Versus ingesting it, versus doing that versus the sexables, versus eating one of the God dick treats or taking the pill, right? You're smoking it now, so now it's going into your system way quicker, right? So it's going to hit you quicker. So you'll notice, like it'll sneak up on you slowly, but a man, he'll notice that he's going to have a nice erection. Very, very nice. Like he may see some extra veins pop out that thing. You know what I'm talking about? right?
And
But
how long on average, or is there an average?
Let me smoke on one of those while I'm getting head, yo. Like,
Does
this one.
does the effects last for, like, let's just for argument's sake say Omari decides to pop one in a few. How long would the effects last?
okay, so a man may feel the effects anywhere from 24 hours on up to 7 days. Just depend on his system.
Wow.
Yeah.
So is this an everyday use or just for, like,
I mean, you could take it every day.
So
but,
are you gonna have, like, you gonna walk around with your dick like hard at work, like at the board meeting and shit?
But trust me, mentally when you ready, you ready. Like you at work, it's just regular. But
Okay.
when you ready, when you get that text or that call, or you get when you about to pull up, or she about to pull up, and you take a shower and you get relaxed, and you start thinking about it, you're gonna be King Kong
This is a very functional herb concoction, because
no doubt.
I just imagine somebody getting on the train and them preparing to do what they do and poke another fucking strap hanger in the ass by accident just because you prepping in your mind what you gonna do. I'm one of those people.
Well, see, the one thing about it is, black hefts, whether you're taking the god dick pill, whether you're eating the god dick treat, or whether you smoke. Or whether you smoke the black hemp smokable herbal blend, it activates your god dick chi, right? So your god dick chi is circulating down there, right? It's activating that thing. So it's
yeah.
God, yes, sir.
That's your balance.
I'm telling you, sir. The thing is, it's activating your god dick chi. Namaste, all that. Tom. Yes, boy, it's getting you right. It's getting into that Kundalini. You know what I mean? It's gonna bring you up. Absolutely. It's gonna circulate up like.
Are you? Hold on. Hold on, dude. Wait a minute. Are you a teacher of the Kundalini? I'm asking because I hear you making a lot of esoteric references and to the chakra and just a lot of stuff. Do you teach this as well?
I'm not, but I'm very aware of it. Like I was aware of that stuff. As I was coming. So the little thing about me is I've always been very interested in sex and all things sexual and stuff like that. And then, and then as I started to learn more, and especially when I got out the Army and I really started to get into a lot of like ancient African teachers and stuff like that. And I would hear certain things. I'd be like, what's Kundalini? And then I would do that. And then I read this book called the Tao of Sexology. And I was like, oh shit. I'm like, all right. Because I'm trying to transcend some shit. My aim is to be the guy you never forget. Like when you with your great grandchildren, they be like, great grandma, you okay?
Why are you smiling like that?
They be like, yeah, baby, just
thinking about this one time.
I just thought about this one time. You know what I mean? Because it's just about this. So really, for me, it's about knowledge. It's about knowledge of self. It's about knowledge of self and my own sexual health, and learn the different things, and just because as we go through, it's all improv. We see shit on porn, but it's deeper than porn. Like you can't most dudes out here, they trying to be goddamn sprinters. You got to be me. I want to be a decathlete out this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Like, you want to get your sprint on. You want to get your slow swim. You want to get your marathon running on as well, right? You don't want to be goddamn quick pumping out this motherfucker. Years. Yeah, you know what I mean. Most men out here be goddamn trying to run a 100-meter dash and they can't even run a goddamn 30 yards. This motherfucker without goddamn. Hold up, girl.
Talk about it.
So that's why the breath is important. That's why you have to understand the even when doing sex, the proper way to breathe. You don't breathe from your chest, you breathe from the diaphragm, right? So you have to breathe, get your breathing together, and link it all up because it all circulates around. That's why I say it's the God dick chi, right? You're circulating everything from the breath to the divine energy.
Right. You got dick chi.
Yeah.
Heff, can you tell us about your kink? Tell us about the Kink Summit collaboration with Mistress Marley.
All right. Well, so Mrs. Marley, we have a real good. She's one of my soul sisters in kink, right?
Yeah, she's
So,
supposed to be on our show later this month.
Yeah, so she's an
Soul
amazing
Sister
person.
in kink.
Yeah, so I have her, Jess and Jasmine. You know what I'm saying? One of my good friends out of Pennsylvania, Miss Lady. You know what I mean? Like, these people have been in kink for a while and are very experienced, right? In different type of areas. So Mrs. Vonda was like, Heff, I'm having this thing, and I want you to come on and Zoom, and people, so her audience can get to see different kink educators. So it was me. You had Lotus Rope Wolf on there, right? You had Goddess Breed. They were on there as well. So actually, if you look, you see Queen S right there. She was actually my bottom for that. So I don't know if you had an opportunity to see, if you had an opportunity
I
to
didn't,
watch
but
that.
you're gonna make me see it now.
But it's okay. There's a video on my Instagram page
It's okay.
of me,
I'm gone.
of me, of her and me doing something on her, right? But it was a really great experience, and people got to see me do a few things. Like I did some electro play, and I did some hand spanking.
People
right?
getting electrocuted and shit.
Yeah,
that's
something I'm a little leery about that. Like, as far as I go, I like the candle play, and I might even fuck with fire, but electro, I've seen it, but that's one of those areas for me.
It's a hard limit for you, and that's okay. It's not for everybody.
Right, it's not. And that's the great thing about BDSM, because you can find something for your ass.
Heff, what type of content is available on your OnlyFans, Heff?
There's some good stuff on there. There's some teaser videos on there. There's actual video on there that you can see. Baby Kitty and I, we had a knife play session. The only way you can see that is you had to buy that one, right?
Play. Oh my gosh!
The knife play is my shit. You know
really.
Go and have some fans. It actually is free, unless you want to get that exclusive content like this knife.
Shit.
Knife play is my shit.
So are you actually releasing blood? Or is it just
no?
Okay,
no.
Got you.
So blood play for me, blood play, needle play, that's a hard limit for me. I'm not into that.
Yeah.
That's not.
Gotcha.
I don't want to. Like, I'm not trying to make nobody bleed. I don't want to see nobody blood.
Right.
None of that. Right. But the one thing about knife play.
You should have been here when Rouge Noir was here.
Yeah.
Right. So knife.
She's talking about sounding.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
You know what that is.
Yeah. Oh, thank you.
You don't know what sounding is?
No fuck with that. Just said Jasmine tried to get me to do some sound, and I was like, hell to the nah. I'm good. I'll watch you do some shit, but not
everybody doesn't derive their pleasure from pain. Everybody's, it's not, and there's levels to shit, child.
Don't Google it when there's kids around, though.
Yeah. Don't Google it when there's kids or old folks around. That's a real specific audience you got to be around.
Yeah, that's like cock and ball torture. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? Like here's the thing.
Multiplied.
Here's the thing. I like a little cock and ball torture.
Right.
A little bit of. I'm only a certain level. Like,
teeth graze.
But when a motherfucker is goddamn ran back with their foot to kick a motherfucker in the balls, oh no, I'm good. Now I've watched film doms do that. I'd be like, damn, but people get pleasure from being kicked in the balls and have their balls stepped on. Not me. I'm good.
And getting punched in the asshole with a fist. Like,
I want to go off script. I want to ask a question, but I actually want to ask everybody this question right about now. You see, I was watching this series. There's a series called Loki, you know what I mean, on Disney Plus. Now, it's about people traveling in different times and dimensions or whatever. The main character is a wild dude. He goes to another dimension, and in the other dimension, there's a version of himself that's a woman. They're trying to, push back against the establishment, right? Now, they cleared it up to directors. They said, oh, no, this is just about the connection of a bond. But it seemed that it bordered on the parameters of them flirting with each other. What I'm getting at is, Heff, actually, everybody, I want to know, if you went to another dimension, if this is possible, and there was a Queen Heff, would you fuck yourself?
Hell yeah.
I couldn't wait for you to answer so I could fucking answer. I wish I could fuck myself. Listen, I would love to know what it's like to have oral by me. Like, I would love to listen.
Like, this guy Pegasus has some good dick. Huh?
Listen, and guess what? Pegasus will probably have little dick, but it would be so amazing. I'm telling you, I would defy the odds. I'd be the littlest dick nigga in the room and just taking niggas, bitches, just taking fucking tearing navel and ear hole up. I'm telling you, I'd freak a bitch out.
I feel like the female me would have a crazy body on some serious shit. I know she would suck a good dick, yo.
Yeah, no, Lord have mercy.
So if you was in an alternate dimension, would you fuck yourself?
I feel like it'd be dope. I feel like it would be.
Oh my God.
Exactly.
Just to see, like,
that would be, listen, I would never do anything else. Cause I would just want to know how I could expound on what the fuck we already know and we being us and just, oh my God. See, well, that's a question.
All right, Heff, I want to know an important question, okay? Heff,
sure.
An important? I think that was very
What type of porno is worthy for King Heff to bust a royal nut to?
Okay, you know what's wild is I don't really watch porn like that no more. I mean, I used to, but it's cool. I'm honest. I'm like,
you don't have a preference or what you would?
I mean, yeah, I like anal porn and shit. I like anal porn. I like Asian porn is cool. I like midget. I like midget porn. When I tell you midget, nigga,
I was going to say.
So what I have a little woman fetish bad. When I say bad, but however, I have parameters. They can't have them big old dwarf heads and
right.
shit.
They got to be bad little bitches. If like sexy Tootsie Rolls.
She can't look like one of these drawings that you see in the hat and shit, man.
Here's my thing. If they got a big head and like a semi-limp, I'm turned off. Even though they little women.
A semi-limp. How about Bridget the Midget?
No.
Bridget.
I ain't seen her in a minute, man. She's probably like 60
She's beautiful
now.
No.
She's
beautiful. Well, you want one of the little women in Atlanta?
Bridget the Midget ain't been relevant since Limp Bizkit.
No, okay. So I've seen Bridget the Midget in person, and right, but it's certain little women. I'd be like, yes, but the ones with the big old heads, like even the little women in Atlanta, most of them got big old heads and shit. I'd be like, oh no.
So you just want a dwarf? You're not really with. Okay, so back in the day, everybody's considered a little person now. So let me just break it down. You don't want a midget. I have to say that just so we know what we're talking about. The midgets got the big heads. The dwarfs are like little small people, like just regular people, and they just smaller. So that's what you're interested in. You just want a small person. I have a fantasy. Like if I'm masturbating by myself, I make midget porn in my head, and it's always a green giant fucking these little porpoise-sized people, like just sitting on.
When we was cleaning up at the event,
I might have been.
I fell asleep, and then I just woke up, and Pegasus was just behind me masturbating.
No, that ain't what the fuck happened. The nigga came looking for my ass, and he found me masturbating there because I was in a massage room. Oh, right. Yeah, I'm a habitual masturbator.
Left. It was like 7 in the morning.
No, that was I had an extended fuck, and. Yeah, I be savoring a nut. I don't want to come all the time.
Heff, let me ask you.
Just be done after that.
As both a black man and a professional dom, do you think the kink community has a problem with diversity and racial inequality?
I do. Because here's the thing, right? Now, I haven't experienced this personally in the spaces I've been in, right? However, there is a time where like you go space, especially as a person of color and kink, that I've been to certain, I remember we were in Denver and we were the only black people in there. And everyone, they just stopped and looked and they were like, welcome. Like the places I've been, white people are like, yo, we want y'all to come in, right? But also a lot of the times just because a lot of black people don't really know how to interact with white people. You see what I'm saying?
Across cultural lines,
right? So
in that parameter of communication.
I find this in the lifestyle swinger community as well. Is that like we sort of pigeonhole ourselves, right? So when you go to these spaces. That I have an experience where like I've been discriminated against in any kind of place where I've been where there's been a lot of white people. Because I found that white women really want to be dominated by black men, or white men really want to be dominated by black women, right? However, you have to establish these things that it's no
Ahead
race
of
play.
time.
Like you got to let motherfuckers know this is my hard limit. No race play. So if you got a fantasy of me on some race play shit, that's not what I'm trying to do
I don't
at
even
all.
play that spade shit. I had to drag
No.
somebody last
Yeah,
episode over that.
Yeah. So, but that shit happens. But me personally, I feel that one of my favorite people in the world is Reverend Knight, right? And a lot of times people like to say, "Oh man, listen, the only color I see in this world is green." You know what I mean? Like on some real shit. I understand shit, but the only color I see out here is motherfucking green. And when it comes to pleasure, there's no such thing as a color spectrum when it comes to pleasure. You see what I'm saying? Like it's all woven into.
And I could see, and I definitely understand where you're coming from, because sex is energetic and energy does not have a color. It is about a feel and a level. So I definitely do understand that. But you got to keep in mind, everybody who is in the swingers lifestyle does not necessarily have the same mindset, or they're not there for the same purpose.
No. They're not. So and so realistically, me personally, it all boils down to you as a person, your individual energy that you give out and what you attract, right?
And your attention. What you go there prepared to receive and what you go there prepared to give out. So
if the fuckery and negative shit is on your mind, you're gonna get all that when you go up in that motherfucker. And if you have a mindset of not including people, then when you go to a place, you ain't gonna be included. You're gonna feel some kind of way. Like me personally, when I walk up in the place, I already know that I'm gonna be included. Motherfuckers gonna love me irregardless. Not saying that everybody's gonna fuck with me, because just because I don't fuck with everybody, right? I don't give a fuck what color you are. Like, you know what I mean? Like I go to black spaces, I'd be like, I don't fuck with them motherfuckers.
No, and I definitely understand that. But let me explain something to you. By no stretch of imagination am I anybody submissive, but I do like to dabble on that side every now and again, especially when dealing with a man. I could not foresee myself being the kind of submissive, exercising that degree of submission to a white man. I have not wrapped my mind around that yet. And call me, I'm in progress all the time. If somebody asks me how I'm doing, I'm growing. So as it stands right now, I don't see myself ever being able to do that, but I will not cut it off. I don't know. You know what I mean?
But you know what's beautiful? And that's completely okay, because once again, it's all about, everybody makes a personal choice for what you like. Right. Like for me, even the women who I have paid sessions with, even the women who, like, everyone who knows me, right? They know that I'm not, there's certain things I'm into visually, because me, I have to be visually attracted to you to even fucking spank you. Like, I gotta be like, if I'm not into it, then
would you spank me?
I don't know. I don't. You know, I would have
you
to
said
see
visually attractive. I'm asking your ass.
I don't know. I'm gonna be honest with you. I have no idea until I see you in person. Right? I don't know.
In person, I get it. I understand.
Yeah, I don't know.
There's nobody who's trying to spank virtual ass.
Or if you send me some pictures, like I get women who send me pictures all the time. I'll be like, no. And like, what's crazy?
Heff, I'm gonna hit you up on OnlyFans, and I'm gonna allow you specifically to see the link. You could actually see her in action from last.
I ain't worried about it. You spank me. You'd volunteer to spank me, so I ain't worried.
Heff, I have an even more serious.
Let me say this. I don't volunteer to spank any woman. Okay, I'm not a voluntary spanker. However, women come to me who want me to spank them. Gotcha. Right? I don't just be like, oh girl, let me spank you. I don't have to.
No, you wouldn't do that. But you'd want to spank.
I don't have to. Oh, you think so?
I'm sure.
All right, since we getting towards the summit, I have a more important question to ask you than the last.
Sure.
Do you eat ass?
Hell yeah. Put my tongue in it, everything. Nigga, spit that motherfucking.
Yo, that's like, we had like 20 people so far. We like 20 and 0.
I don't think, I was about to say, I don't think anybody ever said no. Let me just say, shout out to your motherfucking pristine beard. I just wanted to say that. I keep looking at it. It's like fucking table salt. It's beautiful.
We also have another new tradition. So, Heff, I need you to pick 4 people, celebrities, relatively known, for your ideal group sex situation? This is what we call your fantasy 4 fuck list. Who's on your fantasy 4 fuck list, F?
Candy Burris.
What's your Real Housewives?
Alexis Texas.
That big old white ass.
Let me see. What's her name?
Is Candy Burris a freak?
Candy Burris, I would imagine so.
sure.
And she don't get hot or drink, so I can imagine for real.
Esther Hicks. If you understand who Abraham Hicks is, you know who Esther.
I definitely do. Yes, we know.
Give me Esther old ass. She got that paper, and I need all her money. You know what I mean? Word up.
That's some expensive pussy. I hear you.
No doubt. You know what I'm saying? I'm in tune with getting in the vortex with her and Abraham. Abraham can channel through her when I'm having sex with her. You know what I'm saying? It's cool with that. And then 4th person, I would say, hold up. What is her name? Hold up. She's a Mexican. What is her name? Okay, you know that movie with Samuel Jackson just came out. The bodyguard's wife. What is her name? You know what I'm talking about?
Sofia Vergara.
No, not her.
Salma Hayek.
Salma Hayek. Listen. Yes.
Salma.
Yes. She could goddamn speak a goddamn Spanish all day. Goddamn.
Did he play this? You see how Heff's bedroom is like such a rainbow coalition of freaks. Alexis, Texas. You got the Spanish one. For real. Yeah. Esther Hicks. All right. So Heff.
But also some real shit. I would do Angela Bassett like a mother. Angela Bassett.
No.
Hold on, sir.
You have a bonus.
No.
You're crazy.
You gotta pick somebody else.
Why?
Come on in here and nobody gets to fuck with Angela Bassett on
you
my
crazy.
show. No.
First of all, sir.
That's the one woman. If it wasn't my wife that I would be with. No, you can't get Angela.
Well, too bad. That's on you. I'm talking about for me.
Exactly. I get it. I hear that.
What? Let me tell you. I would love. Let me tell you.
Even the way she talks is sexy.
So here's my thing. Right. Here's my thing. Like I'm gonna tell you some real shit. These are the women that I'm going to make because I know I can tell. You know, just like they always in control. Like Tracy Ellis Ross. Right.
She would be in my fantasy for
Tracy Ellis Ross.
I want to see her old face because she got the big ass eyes for real. Like Regina Hall, right?
Regina Hall or Regina? That's
Regina Hall. Tina Arnold, Pam.
Yeah.
Right? Like when I see them, I know that they need some healing from me. I know that they're always in control. They need a release. Like
Pam needs some healing. She does. She does so. Because on Everybody Hates Chris, she definitely needs some help. Rochelle needed some fucking healing.
But bro, let me say this for the record. All women need healing.
Absolutely.
Sir. You know what I'm saying? Like
people do.
Like the majority of women who, even if they have kids, right? Or they work, they're always in charge. They're always in control. This and this. Everything's about independent woman, control. And but the thing is, the reason why a lot of men have so many issues and they want women to submit, they get mad for women to submit because number one, they don't trust you that you can keep them safe or you can protect them, right? So if they don't, if they don't feel that you can keep them safe, they can't trust you. If they don't feel you can protect them, they can't trust you. And when they can't trust you, they're not going to relax, right? They're not going to relax. So you have to create a space where you let them know, listen, you're safe with me, you're protected with me, and your pleasure and your pain are my priorities, right? Understand this. Understand that you have to let them understand that they are a priority. And when they fall back, you'll catch them, right? Like, all right, so what's they understanding and they get that, right? Listen, baby, right now, let go of everything. Just give me the keys and lay back.
Submission will follow.
And lay back in the passenger seat.
Right.
I got this. And they can trust. They can trust in you. They can trust that when they give you the keys, that you ain't gonna fuck it up. right?
You know, it's so
Making
crazy,
women
Heff.
feel comfortable is
You
paying a
know,
lot
it's
of
so
dividends.
absolutely crazy that men are coming into that sort of knowledge, but on the same horizon, you're getting so much gender fluidity that now the role and the responsibility of the role is so blurred. So we no longer know what things a man is supposed to do for a woman because there's no definition of what the fuck a man is anymore.
So that
and
means
that's
he gets
so
to decide for himself. That means
well,
we all get
well,
to
no.
choose.
He just gave a synopsis of what is going to make a woman who is willing to submit to a man willing. There is a clear, concise something. It was a program, not just let's see what he wants to do. If you have a desired result, then you have to do specific things, and that is the role. So I'm so glad that you broke that shit down because.
And also,
not that is
no.
the formula for
Yeah,
every single woman
yeah.
because it's not.
But,
But for
but
overall,
okay, I'm sorry. But also, men have to understand that you have to do different things, right? Like the art of chivalry, men have to bring back the art of chivalry, right?
men have to bring back, not
like,
people. Like I
like
love that.
men.
There's a lot of women who don't like chivalry, though. Because a lot of my friends think it's actually
Go
sexy.
ahead, keep talking.
Well, see, here's the thing, right? You attract what you
know
are.
what chivalry is.
You attract what you are, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like me personally, I'm from the South. I'm a Southern gentleman. My mother always told me, you better always open the door for women. When y'all go out there, you always pull her chair out, put a chair, and when y'all get up and get ready to leave, pull a chair out, right? You know what I mean? That's what it's about. Like, so it's about the little things. It's about being a gentleman, right? It's cool. If all you offer is motherfucking dick and money, then they can get that shit anywhere. That's just a plethora out here.
And let me say something to you,
that shit is in abundance.
But I'm sorry, Omari, I didn't mean to cut you off, but you said the perfect thing in the beginning. Because Omari said he knows he knows females who don't necessarily like chivalry.
That I look up to.
Yeah, but you said the major thing in the beginning, if they can trust you, if they understand that you have their back, maybe these women who don't like chivalry don't trust the chivalry that they have been given because of those preliminary elements are not available.
I mean, I want to leave on the table that maybe they just don't want that.
It is a possibility, but those things are very possible as well.
When it comes to like offering something to a woman is not just, all right, I'll give you dick and I can open your door. You know what? I'm the type of person
and that's exactly what I was saying.
It's not just opening your door. I want to open the real door so that I used what I can to make sure that women are getting paid more, so that women, when they walk down the streets, they don't have to worry about clutching their purse and things like that. So that we address things like the pink tax, which affects all women. They are paying more and are actually getting paid less if you're a woman. And if you're a black woman, you're getting paid less. So opening the door and telling her that her hair is cute is a good start. But all of these things are that's actually about gender equality. You know what I'm saying? And that'll really, it'll take it a little deeper.
Well, no. I'm only saying that because you, as the man, want to be the one to go and do that and get that equality for a woman. So, it is chivalrous because the man is doing it.
No, it's hold a second. So here's the thing, right? These are things you have to establish when you talk to someone. When you're first starting to talk to a woman, right? Any woman you deal with, you let them know up front. When you in my company,
right?
You don't touch no doors, right? You don't touch no doors. Period. You don't touch no seats at all. You don't touch, let them know that, like you have to establish these things up motherfucking front. Like, listen,
so she can decide.
When you around me, you don't touch them doors. Now you can touch doors you can wait you can open your door for everybody else. But with
me, exactly.
This I don't care what you do with everybody else, but when you with me up in here, this is what happens. And then do simple things like, even if it's a friendly meetup baby, let's go lunch or whatever. You're like, listen, Miss Lady, hey, what do you want to eat? I got this. I'll order it for you, right? Like, do something different, because the thing is everyone does the same shit and expects different results out of life, right? You keep doing the same shit over and over again, and you expect different results. That's being women, whatever. That's insanity, right? So switch it up a little bit. Be like, all right. Be like, listen, okay, look, Queen Slut right here. I'm gonna use Queen Slut for example. Say we meeting up just for drinks or whatever. I'd be like, listen, all right, what do you want to drink? and before she goes, she's always used to ordering shit herself. When she's out when she's out with Bobby and them, right? When she out with Bobby and them, she can order his shit, she order her shit. But when Queen Slut is with King Heff, right? When she's with Daddy Heff, right? You know what I mean? I'm like, okay, what you want? Okay, excuse me. She would like a damn scotch on the rocks. That's what she wants to drink. She could order that herself anytime, right? But when you with me, I'll order it for you. But tell me what you want to eat. Okay, this is what. She would like this to eat. Okay. Now, and it's not belittling a woman. It's not about taking away their control. Nope. However, it's about doing something different, right? If you want a different result out here in this world, I don't care how independent you are, all these modern day 21st century goddamn millennial mindset shit, how shit is now. The shit that works, let me tell you something. The shit that works is the basic shit. Here's the shit, how the shit works on Mother Earth. It rains, it goes into the ocean. The rain evaporates up and forms clouds. And guess what? The cycle goes all the way over again.
It rains again.
Let me tell you, the earth ain't changing shit.
Nope.
The earth ain't changing shit just because of people's mindset of, oh, it's 2011. Well, I don't need nobody to open my door. But here's the thing: if you want a better result in how you relate to each other, if you want a different result, especially as a man who I want to be a leader, right? I want a woman to be submissive to me, but you ain't shown that you're worthy for that shit.
Absolutely.
Right?
Or ask for her submission.
Right. You know what I mean? So just do little things.
Absolutely.
That's what being a gentleman is about. It's about little things, right?
Absolutely. And not commanding, it's asking. It's a give and take.
Word up. Yes, sir.
So what you got coming up? Is the King Summit coming to New York, or is it going to be in ATL?
Oh, okay. So what Mrs. Marley did, that was just the thing she did on Zoom, right? Okay. So actually, on the let's see, I'll be at Exotica in Chicago.
I'm having a good city day too.
I'll be in Exotica in Chicago doing my seminar. I'll be doing my booty tenderloin activation seminar in Chicago.
That shit trips me out. Booty tenderloin.
Yeah. Booty tenderloin activation.
The booty tenderloin activation is like
right.
So is it coming up?
Like flip a switch.
All right. So you got one coming up?
Yeah, that's I'll be in Chicago for Exotica July 16th through the 16th through the 18th. Then on the 24th, I'm doing an anal play training for pleasure.
That would be something I was interested in.
Virtual seminar on my Central Audience. So if you click on the link in my bio, you'll see the anal play training for pleasure.
Let them know where they can find you, Heff.
On Instagram at King Heff, right? Also on Twitter at Daddy Heff, Daddy_Heff. Also on OnlyFans, Daddy Heff. Also, now let me so this is what I got coming up. Also on August the 13th, I'll be in DC at the Whole Hive show. I'll be vending there, and I'll be doing stuff. And then,
me out, babe.
And then on the 14th, I'll be in Atlanta as a Domm performer with my great friends King Noir and Jesse Jackson at this private event in the ATL. You know what I mean? So
I gotta get them on the show.
Oh yeah. You must get them. But yeah, I mean, I'm out here.
A while ago.
I'm out here, and also, I do private classes where I teach couples. I teach a man who teach a man or woman who's in a dominant position. If they're dealt with this, I do private training classes on how to properly choke, how to do hand spanking properly, how to properly flog, all those kind of different things. Right. So I do that as well. I teach private classes. I also do private one-on-one sessions as well. Only with women. Okay, let's keep that. I'm trying to be very
and it's very important that you say that. So
yo, it was great seeing you again, man. You gotta come back out here, man. When I'm gonna make my way out to NC, I gotta
I could get you out here to ask to spank me.
I'm gonna be around. I'm gonna visit my moms. Now, before we let go, I wanted to give a special happy birthday shout out. Listen, you guys, we had Oriana Star, and happy birthday to my brother. How you doing, man? Listen,
happy solar return, brother.
Yes, brother.
Can I say one more thing, right? Since he asked me to bring these out, right? Okay, if you see right there, that's black Heffs, that's pink Heffs, These are the Juicy-fied pussy treats right here for women.
Juicy-fied pussy treats?
Yes. And these are the pink and black smokable herbal blend pre-rolls right here. So people can actually go, if you click on the link in my bio on Black Health or Pink Health or on Instagram or on those pages, you can actually click on the any of those links and it'll take you to purchase any of these incredible products.
So
They
now,
will change
wait a
your
minute,
life.
is that a motherfucking box set you got right there? Is like, is can you purchase it like that?
Yes, ma'am, you sure can.
Okay. You got a motherfucking box set popping.
Hold on, before we get up out of here, let me Heff, I'm actually gonna click that link. I gotta get some of those edibles and the smokables, and I'm looking forward to getting to see you again for another one of those demonstrations. But yeah. Listen, my name is Omari the Rebel.
And I am the Big Pink Pegasus.
Well, yeah, like I said, shout out to Naeem, man. Happy birthday, Solar Return. How old is your light-skinned ass anyway?
Who knows?
Well, anyway, man, we wanted to
Ageless.
be happy to help you celebrate. Also, again, I'm Omari the Rebel.
And I'm the Big Pink Pegasus. And this
is Tribechat. And thank you for hanging with us.
Peace.
Yes, peace.